Hello and welcome to Friday Double Bill. This is the show where we review the top Friday releases from both Hollywood and Bollywood. Well, we don't just review these films, we also look at the OMG or the oh my god moments, and we arrive at a movie verdict. So you can decide, or at least we'll tell you, whether we thought the film was a Dekho or Peko at the theatres.
Does Mary Kom the film pack a punch? Let's find out.
Mary Kom, directed by first-time filmmaker Umang Kumar and produced by Sanjay Leela Bhansali, is an authorized biopic of Indian female boxing champ MC Mary Kom. Priyanka Chopra plays the title role. Mary is from Manipur in the northeast. Her father, who used to be a wrestler, is not in favor of her donning the boxing glove. On her own steam and with the help of a master coach, Mary becomes the national champion and thereafter also picks up the world title. At the peak of her career, Mary gets married, has 2 children, and has to say bye-bye to the sporting world. This does not leave her happy or feeling satisfied with life. Despite raising 2 infants, the champion boxer returns to the ring, hoping to reclaim the world title.
You know, it's important to distinguish between Mary Kom, the athlete, and Mary Kom, the film. Essentially, there is a lot to admire in the film as well, given that there's terrific cinematography, lots of wonderful handheld camera work, lovely tracking shots, great production design. I actually was quite impressed with Umang Kumar's direction. It was in a short debut, low-key in that sense. So there's actually a lot to admire. And obviously, this has been created as a vehicle for Priyanka Chopra. The woman has worked her ass off, I presume, among other body parts to make this her own. It's de-glam, there's a lot of effort put in, and unfortunately I found, Mayank, that the film suffered because of that. What do you think?
Well, I mean, since we are on Priyanka Chopra, she is one of those actors who's made it a point to have her film completely centered on her. She's done films like, Saath Khoon Maaf, What's Your Rashi, but I felt in those films it was so much about Priyanka Chopra than the characters she's playing, though she was playing multiple characters in those movies.
And not very well at that.
Well, the movies themselves were
Yes.
not that great, though I thought Saath Khoon Maaf was not so bad. But here is a story which is about Mary Kom, and therefore Priyanka Chopra happens to be the center of attention because of very strong character, I felt. And this is what they call the author-backed role. She's clearly lined up for a Filmfare nomination for sure next year, and various others that happened between February and June.
No doubt.
But I think what I really loved about this film, and people would have loved it, regardless of having watched the film itself, is the fact that this is set in the Northeast. I can't remember too many films which have been entirely set in this, though I'm sure it's been shot somewhere else. This is about a character who belongs to that region. I can't remember a Bollywood hero or heroine who's been from that region. I think Amir Khan, Funsuk, Wanchuk, or whatever he played in 3 Idiots would be an example.
That's right.
In fact, there is a first Arunachal film that just come out in the theaters called Crossing Bridges that I've been hearing lots of good things about. I'd like to check it out this week for sure. So there's that element of Northeast which I thought was something that sort of captivated my attention. But given that we are in Northeast, and not just in Northeast, we're in Manipur, which is perhaps one of the most troubled spots in that region, one of the things that I thought the film should have touched upon is the problem that they've been going through. Outside of Mary Kom, the world champion that India has produced, the most famous person from Manipur would be Irom Sharmila, who's been on, hunger strike for 14 years, fighting against the Indian government, fighting against special powers given to the army. There is, I think, just 1 or 2, bits in the film, that right-like situation that is shown. I thought it was a great opportunity to discuss that problem, to bring it to the forefront. I just felt maybe the filmmakers thought it'd be too much for them to chew.
Absolutely. I mean, this is very clearly a sports biography. They touch upon it, like you say, but they don't really invest themselves into it for obvious reasons. What is really marvelous is that other than Priyanka Chopra, almost every single character is from the Northeast,
right.
and they are terrific performances. It's so refreshing to see that. The fact that Umang Kumar, who is, famous for making glitzy sets, has just captured the essence of a very low-key, beautiful, the genteel poverty in which these people, and the natural beauty of Manipur. So I mean, I think for that itself, we have to salute the film and its ambition.
Well, that was Friday Double Bill for you. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Write to us, give us your feedback, not just about the show, but also about the movies you watched this weekend.